Hi everyone, this is Sultan, and in this video I'll show you how you can combine text or data from multiple fields into a single field on MS Excel using the concatenate function. Alright, now the concatenate function doesn't just work on MS Excel. This will also work in any other spreadsheet program similar to MS Excel, for example Google Sheets, or if you use Zoho Spreadsheets, and other similar spreadsheet programs. Right, so let's see how the concatenate function works. As you can see, I have two columns here, one for first name, one for last name, and I want to combine these two into this field to make it into a full name. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll use the concatenate function here, put equal to, and then type in concatenate. Now this is not case sensitive, so you don't have to put the caps lock on. You can just type it in after equal to and it will be accepted. Now let's open a bracket. Alright, now the next thing to do is to click on the field from where you want to collect the data. So I want my first name to go first here, so I'll just click on the first name field and then I'll put a comma. Now I want to input the last name, so I'll click on that and I'll close the bracket. Now if I press enter, you can see my first name and last name has been combined together. Now you might say this is not appropriate, there should be a space between the names, so that's really easy to do. Just double click on this and in between I'll input a space within double quotations. Now any text or space you want to input other than the ones from the fields, you can do that using double quotations. So for an instance, in this case I want to put a space between the first name and the last name. The first name is stored in A2, which is this one. The last name is stored in B2, which is this one, and in between, if I want to put a space, I'll just use double quotations and put a space. Remember to separate them with a comma. This will indicate that these are different data you're inputting. So now press enter and you can see I have a space between my first and last name. Right, now I want to do the same for the rest of them, but typing in the function every time is really difficult. So all you do is you just copy this, right, and select all the fields where you want to apply this function and just paste this. As you can see, it has taken up John Doe, Hello World, all of them, just like it did for the first field. So this function, what happens is when you copy and paste it, it automatically modifies the location of the fields, alright, accordingly. So this makes it much easier. Alright, so now the concatenate function is not just limited to adding fields that are beside each other. I can add multiple fields from different locations. For example, let's say over here I want to join Sultan and I want the last word to be world. So this is what I'll do. I'll put equal to concatenate. I'll open a bracket, I'll choose this field, I'll put a comma, and let's say I want a space, so I'll use double quotation space, put a comma, and then I'll select world. I'll close the bracket and press enter. There you go, it has combined these two. Alright, so now it's not limited to two data, you can combine more than two. Let's say after world I want to add John. I'll just put comma, I'll select John. Now if I press enter, it has taken up John. I didn't put any space in between, so it didn't take any space. So whenever you select a field over here, it doesn't put any space before and after. So if you want a space, you have to put it separately using the double quotations. Now let me show you some more better use of the concatenate function. Here you can see I have a list of names, and what I'm doing here is I'm assigning new IDs to these people. Now what I want to do is I want to create a common message that will tell all of them what their IDs are. Alright, now typing in the whole message takes a lot of time. So let's say I want to send a message, hey Mr. ABC, this is your new ID A101. Now I want to send the same message to the second guy, hey Mr. XYZ, this is your new ID B202. So in this case, what I need to do is I need to manually type in the whole thing twice, or in this case 7 times. Rather than that, let me just use the concatenate function. So let's say I'll put in equal to, I'll write concatenate. Sorry, I had a spelling mistake there. It's perfectly natural. Alright, open the bracket. Now as I said at first, I want to say hey Mr. ABC. So to put hey, I'll use double quotation. I'll just write hey, put a space, close the double quotation, put a comma, then I'll select Mr. ABC. I'll put another comma, and now I want to put a comma after Mr. ABC, like hey Mr. ABC, comma, this is your new ID. So that I also have to input inside the double quotation. Alright, now I'll put a space. This is your new ID. I'll put a colon and a space, close the double quotation, put a comma, and I'll select this, and I want a full stop at the end, so I'll use a double quotation to put the full stop. Right, now I'll close the bracket, press enter, and as you can see it says hey Mr. ABC, this is your new ID A101. So any comma or special symbols you put within double quotations, they'll be put in here as text. As you can see, I've inputted a comma and the text, and all of those are coming here as the output. Alright, now when you copy this, I'll just use my keywords Control C, and I'll paste it into the rest of the fields using Control V, and there you go, it's automatically modified and taken the data correctly. Alright, as you can see, hey Mr. XYZ, this is your new ID. Hey Mr. JKL, this is your new ID. Alright, so that's really simple. Now when you copy this, you can see over here, once I'm clicking on this field, the value is actually the function. So when you're copying this, you're actually copying the function. What you see here is just the result of the function. That is why when you paste it here, they're taking in the actual values from the fields, because you copied the function, and the result is this sentence. Alright, so that's how easy it is to use concatenate function. You can use this as much as you want within your Excel spreadsheets that you use to maintain data, and this will really speed up the process. I hope this video was easy for you to understand, and if you have any questions or confusion, please ask me in the comment section. Alright, so that's it for this video. Have a nice day.